Hey everyone, Mtashed here with a Trials of Osiris breakdown. So Trials is essentially one of the only fun things to do in PvP right now. Everything is feeling very stale, and I know that a lot of people are still trying to get to that Lighthouse in 2.0, so I want to break down a few gameplays that I, play exceptionally well, or make a smart play, so that you can see some of the things that I'm doing and hopefully improve. So right here, I pulled off a little flank. I do have the body shot on that guy, so the one guy's weak. The Firefly actually procs for the double kill, and then I get a triple. Yeah, it might look a little bit impressive, but for the most part, that was just a routine flank. My teammates were on the other side of the map, and no one was really paying attention to me. So that's allows me to take my time with my shot, make sure it lines up, and get those kills. So moving into the next round here, this is a pretty little interesting play. You're gonna see some mistakes. You're gonna see some nice plays, and let's discuss what is going wrong here. So I am pushing very aggressively here. I'm wasting now a grenade and a smoke bomb because my game plan was to zone them. I am now being chased, and so while I could shoot this guy and commit to it, I wanted to shade step and get, away from the guy behind me. Luckily, this Titan here isn't paying attention. I'm able to clean him up, but this is where I kind of start to fall apart. I know it's a 1v1. I'm trying to focus. There's a res. I get the quick scope, but right here, I don't focus on where the player was running to, and in that moment, I wasn't aiming for his head. I actually got the body shot because I wasn't prepped and ready for that engagement. So I rushed very, very hard there. I wasn't focusing on what I needed to do, which was land that snipe. Take your time in those 1v1 situations. Make sure you're watching the bodies, and you're gonna come out on top hopefully more often than not. So now this is another pretty smart team play. I really like this play, even though it's still basic. So after I land the body shot on this guy, I jump up to the left here, and my goal is to zone anyone coming down this hallway to maybe support his teammate. After I get the kill, I push in on the body so that no one can get the self-res, or the res on this guy, I guess, and XG there is able to team shot with me, clean it up, and right there, again, I get the guy weak, and then I back off. I don't want to risk it, and my teammates are able to clean it up. So while it may be your first instinct to chase someone, he's low, go get him, you never know who's hard scoping around the corner. And in that situation, there was only one person alive, but still, don't chase kills in Trials. You got to play the safe game, let your teammates finish it if you can, and really pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure you're watching your radar, especially if you are going to chase. Now, the next play here, I am a big fan of this one, because I go pretty clutch. I make some nice plays. I miss my snipe, I back off because I'm low. I don't want to risk pushing in. I'm just going to take one shot and I'm going to die, so I loop around, and unfortunately my team is in a very pinched, shitty situation here. So this area that they're in, this kind of opening, is very open to fire, and it's very risky. So luckily I get the res off on Slayer here, but our buddy on the other side is about to get sniped. So it's a 2v3 right now. We need to play safe, and then boom, Slayer gets taken out. Right there, I shouldn't have pushed with my pulse, but it wasn't a big deal. But at this moment, I realize I've got 4 snipe shots. I'm getting pressured from the left. I've got someone, on the far side hard scoping me. I want to back off and get some sniper ammo. I did notice that Titan, so I go back, boom, get the snipe. And now I know there's most likely someone to the right of that Titan and someone in this room to the left. I don't know how that snipe didn't count, but I don't care. We're going to try it again. I go back, and boom. Turn it into a 1v1. So I could try and snipe this guy, but I go sneaky. I throw a bomb at him. I'm just trying to juke around. Luckily, that smoke bomb is still kind of messing up with his aim, but I just play the safe, get the res game. I threw the smoke bomb to distract him, played a little razzle-dazzle there, shade stepped around, and it turned out pretty nice. I liked that play. It was pretty smooth. However, I think I played that last section, the 1v1, very sloppy. If you want to go back and watch it, you can, but I'm not super quick to get the res, and it's just not great. And once again, this one here, this is another sloppy play. So on the heavy round, it's great if you want to rush and try and take out the team before a heavy even happens, but using a super on this round, I really don't like it. I rather use the super to outplay someone. I actually miss the instant kill with him, and he does a ton of damage to me, so if I would have landed that shot, I probably would have been able to salvage that whole play and not die at least, but I missed that initial shot. So if you're going to commit, if you're going to go try and close out the game with that super there, you got to land it, because, you're just going to die, and if your teammates aren't the best players, you might put yourself in a very shitty situation where your body is inaccessible, they cannot res you, and you've pushed in and wasted a super now. With this next play, I want to show you a very bad ammo management mistake. So I'm going to jump in here. I throw a grenade. This Titan is pretty much screwed. He's stuck in the middle of that. That's okay. But I miss one. I miss another one. I missed 3 snipes here. And so instead of reloading my sniper there like I should have, I push in. I don't have a full clip of my pulse rifle. And now I have to reload both of them. This section here where I'm reloading my guns allows the enemy to come in, get the resurrection, and I am now completely screwed. My sniper isn't ready. Well, it was ready, but my pulse rifle was empty, and I was weak. That needed to be played a little bit better. I should have reloaded my sniper, and you know, I should have recognized that my pulse was low as well. So even if I would have got that kill, I was still in a very similar situation. I did not have the ammo that I needed. The other thing, too, is I pushed down that ramp, which is very average, you know, especially if you're getting pushed from up top. Now, here's another thing. I ran away there. I shade stepped away because I actually didn't realize that was our Sunbreaker, so I panicked there. And that's pretty much the only thing I want to talk about in this last play is if you're going to be using supers, please coordinate them. Because if 2 people pop their golden guns or 2 people pop their hammers, you now essentially have ruined that round for your team. You've wasted 2 supers that you most likely didn't need. And the other thing, too, is the people that aren't supering, if they hear some hammers going off and they panic and they stop hard scoping a door because, you know, they're worried, they may miss a guy that is running from your team's hammers, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So really communicate those supers because they are a huge part, a huge turning point in Trials of Osiris. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. That's all there is to say. Hopefully you fucking enjoyed it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.